Hello, come with me on a trip to Orlando. I went to visit Michaela, who was doing the Disney College Alumni program this summer, so I picked her up at Flamingo Crossing, and we checked into our hotel at the Port Orleans Riverside. Then we had to book it over to Hollywood Studios. We only had a few hours to spend. There's Michaela. We had reservations at Oga's Cantina. This was one of our drinks. It was so fun, so immersive. It feels like you are literally in a Star Wars movie. There's DJ Rex, of course. Like I said, we only had a few hours. The sun was already setting. The most important thing we wanted to do this day, though, was see Fantasmic, and it did not disappoint. This was the next day in Universal Orlando. We booked it over to the Velocicoaster. This is their brand new roller coaster. It was so fun and so intense. That part made Michaela jump. It was so fun, super cool ride. And then, of course, Harry Potter. We went to Hogsmeade and got butterbeer. That butterbeer was $9. It's okay though, it was worth it. I think the rides here are so fun, so cool, so immersive. The details are so crazy. We took the train over to Diagon Alley. That dragon breathes fire. Michaela got a wand, so she was practicing her spells. She didn't really know how to do it though, someone had to come help us. And that's one of the spells after we got it working. So we went around and did our little spells, did some more rides. This is the Gringotts ride in Diagon Alley. This is just the queue, it's so cool. We got some ice cream. And this is Universal Orlando. It's the bear from the Jimmy Fallon ride. So pretty. We had so much fun. We went on E.T. We didn't know E.T. showed up in the line. There he is in all his glory. Jurassic Park. We ended the day in Hogsmeade, the Hagrid motorbike ride, which is our favorite ride. So fun. This is the next day. This is our hotel, the Port Orleans Riverside. It was such a dream to stay here. We loved it. It's such a pretty hotel. We could have walked around for hours. And then we went over to Epcot. Here's Spaceship Earth. And Living with the Land. They had cute little decorations because the Food and Wine Festival had just started. Then we had to get over to the France Pavilion because we had Lightning Lane passes for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. This was my first time riding it. It was so cute. He shrank down to the size of a mouse. And then we went over to the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride. It was so cool. This roller coaster is amazing. It like spins as you're going. It's crazy. Then we made our way around the World Showcase. We started in Mexico. Okay, so this is very random. That little gnome turned into a robot. There's like this interactive experience that you can do in the World Showcase. It's like DuckTales themed. Used to be Phineas and Ferb, but me and Michaela just like to do it. It's so fun, and like you can make little things happen like that around the World Showcase, and it's so random. Nobody knows what you're doing. But I don't know, we just like it. It's so weird. So, highly recommend checking out the DuckTales interactive game while you're there. Super random, super fun. Then there was the prettiest sunset, so of course we stopped and took a million pictures, a million videos. Then we watched the fireworks. It was so fun, such a good night in Epcot. And this is the next day. We got beignets at our hotel. And then we went over to Animal Kingdom. There's Kevin from Up. He was doing his little dance. We rode Dinosaur. And then we did the little games at this dinosaur area. And we each won a cute little dinosaur plush. There's Michaela with hers. Then we went over and saw the Festival of the Lion King, which is my favorite show at Disney World. It's so good. The bird show. We went on the safari. This elephant was playing with the water. It was so cool. Then we did Expedition Everest, which is one of our favorites. We got these cute little treats. And then we waited probably way too long for a flight of passage, but it was worth it. It's such a good ride. When we got off, it was pouring, of course, Florida. And then we had to leave. The park was closing. And we went over to Disney Springs to see the Barbie movie. It was so good, 10 out of 10. And this was our last day in Magic Kingdom. We went over to Space Mountain first. Rode the People Mover. And this was my first look at the new Tron ride. It was so cool. So we sat and watched the parade, but it was so hot. We absolutely melted in the sun. Such a cute parade though. And then we went over to Tron. It was so cool. This is a look inside the queue. Takes off super fast. It goes outside and then has the whole inside part. And then of course, Florida, it's raining. It rained most of the day. With the classics, Pirates, Haunted Mansion, and Country Bear Jamboree. This cast member was posing. And the Enchanted Tiki Room is a must. Then we ended our trip by watching Happily Ever After. It was so magical. And that was our trip to Orlando. Thanks for watching.